Okay, so we won't get into names because that's not the tea.
It could be
But
anyone.
anyone, because I feel like this has happened to other people. I haven't heard this, but why don't you set the scene a
We have
little
a
bit?
visitor coming, a good friend of ours, a longtime friend of mine.
Family. I mean, they're like sisters. They've known each other
Familia,
since the dawn of
since I was a baby,
adulthood.
basically.
Since you were how much?
Baby,
Oh, period.
like, I don't
Ageless.
know,
Ageless.
19, 20.
Ageless.
But anyway, she is coming to visit, and she's newly single, going through a divorce, which I'm very happy about because it was time. And so she has a date planned for this weekend, and she basically asked us to go on this blind date with her,
No. Blind double date.
a blind double date.
Have y'all heard of this? Have you heard of this?
I mean, I've never done this
Or have
before.
you heard anyone say like, "Oh, I'm going on a blind double date"?
No, I haven't. I mean, they know what each other looks like. They've been talking leading up to the date. So, she's already like, he's not physically my type. So, I'm just being open-minded. He did get a new Mercedes, which she threw that in there. So, where I initially was like, if we don't have to go far, like to Long Beach, then
Oh,
yeah,
I wouldn't
sure.
do that.
Why not? Like, we'll join you. But I've been thinking about it like all day today because she's coming tomorrow. And I'm like, I don't really I shouldn't have said yes. I should listen to my own COCOISms, which is like, it's okay to say no.
Hell no.
And I don't need to go on a blind double date with her
But
and some stranger and like kiki and be cutesy and get to know someone that I really don't know, or I mean even have any interest. So we came up today with um I don't think we should go on the double blind date, but I want her to go, and then him and I can join, right after, for dessert, or if it's going well, then we can keep the date going with them
keyword
and meet them for a
going well.
drink, or if she's happy with the way dinner's going, we'll be there and meet up and join then. So I got to break the news to her, and I think she'll be fine.
Do you think she'll be fine? I mean, she has no choice, right? To
She
not be
has no
fine.
choice, but also
But
if she's not interested in us, like, or if she should get to know this guy, if she's
yeah.
really interested in dating, like,
But I
we're
guess it could be kind of like old school how like when people like are like, "Oh, I'm, talking to this guy and we used to go out, so then, to the bar and then you'd be like, "Oh, I have a guy coming. We haven't really met yet." But I guess that would be kind of similar
maybe.
because
Yeah, it could. I mean, it could be similar, but that meeting up at the club is way different than meeting up at a restaurant
true.
where you're like, "Hello."
Yeah, we're like, what if we're uncomfortable? I was literally talking to my client and not today, and I was like, if I'm uncomfortable, I'm literally gonna text Matthew to call me. And then I'm going to be like, oh my God, I have an emergency. Like, go to the point of like changing his name on my phone just so that like no one gets confused and I get a way out.
I feel you.
But then I was so happy. I feel like we were on the same wavelength
I
when you're
know.
like, oh no, I'm gonna say this because I honestly was gonna do it for him because he was like, oh Renee, oh yeah, oh, oh.
It could be any. There's many of those people in the world.
Many people, but I'm so happy that you said that because I was gonna do it for you because you asked me to, and
What a
adjacently through her
sweetheart.
asking you, you asked me, so I was like,
That's
okay.
very sweet. I was also thinking about the poor guy, like the
I
guy
mean,
coming to the date,
see,
like
with
to
us,
go out to dinner with three people that know each other very, very well, and like to be like, I don't know. I think that's probably intimidating. If I were him,
terrifying.
I don't wouldn't really be into it either. I think my
Yeah,
friend is beautiful. So
yeah, she's ready.
I think he's probably excited to get to know her, and I was like, she was like, "Should we go to breakfast? Should we go to where? What should we do to eat?" And I was like, "I don't know. Like, do you want to see him like eat eggs? Like, do you want to see him eat like a steak? Like, where in his day?
Not the
What do you
steak
want to see
or
him eat?
eggs.
Like, that's what you should go. That's the time of day."
I mean, because what
Um,
if he gets steak and he eats like a crazy person? I mean, I guess some people like that, but like, how uncomfortable would that be for us?
I know, and
I'd be like, Coco, out.
yeah. So we're gonna be supportive. Stay
So
tuned. We'll let you know
supportive.
how it goes. And like I said,
I
she's
guess I'm posting
beautiful.
this video today.
And oh yeah. But
Oh,
happy Friday.
love
No
you.
double blind dates, guys.
No, we're all too
It's
many
too
things. We're
many
all too
things.
many
You're too
things.
many things.
And yes, we're all too many things. And let's
Let's
be
be
too
too
many
many
things
things
together.
together.
Mm, hold on. I think that was good.
All right, it's a wrap,
That's
guys.
it.
Do I have to turn this